My heart bleeds for this generation. So many things that has been going on in this present age. So terrifying. Some of the decisions our young people are taking in the now. In many homes today, it is as though it has become a norm that every young person must make it big. I'm seeing this as a deception of the age. It is not the word must that at every given age you must make it big. There are those whose destiny is not to make it in a hurry. Because there's one thing about our future. If you're not designed to be great in the right path, even though when you choose the wrong path, you can still never make it big. This is one thing I want you to understand. So many people stake their future for nothing. Like in our present time, you can see most young people engage in what I call Yahoo, or some call it Yahoo Plus. Most of them had made it big. There's one thing about wealth. Let me use the word wealth. Wealth is one thing, but without an adequate spiritual preparation, most at times what we see as wealth will turn around to becoming a curse upon our lives. Because life is all about level of preparation. Because if you are not destined to be great, no matter which path you take, you can never be great. In our today's world, a lot of people think by traveling out of the country, you make it big. Go to most of these developed countries, America, Europe, and to just talk about them. Most people eat from the refuse dump. While most guys that are here, that are destined to be great, they are making it big. Let me ask our young people a very simple question. The question I want to ask you is, are you a good student of history? Why I'm choose to ask this question is this. For you to venture into any kind of Yahoo or Yahoo Plus, have you been able to make some investigations to find out what had been in the past before now? What had been in the past, it is just a new tag in the same old garments. As at the time they were known as 419ers, but today they are now known as Yahoo boys. The question I want to ask you, at the point or moment when it was then known as 419ers, have you spent time to ask yourself, the kind of structures we call buildings that was trending as at the time, the kind of car or cars that most of those guys that did most of those things were driving as at the time, are those buildings, those cars, even those fashion, are they still trending? The answer is no. As the name had become outdated, the same thing applicable to everything that comes with it. Time will come. What you have staked your life to engage in will equally become outdated. What are the problems of today's generation? One of their problems is what I see as competition. Listen to me. When it comes to destiny, it has no competition. When you begin to muscle yourself towards a particular direction in order to becoming great than others, you are destroying yourself slowly without knowing. Some people indulge in ritualists, or they call it a money-making ritual. Now, let me tell you, if we are not destined to be great by nature, even when you venture into some of those rituals, it will still not work. What happened is this: because the evil one have seen how prosperous you are to become in the near future, the only thing they do is to drag your future very much closer, rather than you walking to meet the future. The future is now being dragged to where you are. And once the future is dragged, meaning the hand of time have turned against you. And once that happened, you're destroying your life. You are just destroying your life without you knowing. Most of the things you see you're pursuing today, without you knowing that the future of every man has a way of attracting all these beautiful things to you, if only you can walk in line with the path of nature. This is the way it works. There are many names that trained in the decades. They were known for their greatness. But as a matter of fact, nobody remembers them anymore. But as at that time, they made moves. So many of them, I don't need to call names. I happen to be a victim. But it was only the special grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama that I was saved from that shipwreck. Most of my friends that continued, they are nowhere to be found as I'm talking right now. So young people, each time you're taking decision, have you spent time to ask yourself this question? Where will this choice of mine take me to? I happen to fall in a group of some of my friends. That my friend went to Lagos and he made it big. In less than 1 year, he was able to buy about 10 private cars. As at that time, we sleep from one hotel to another hotel, enjoying ourselves. So we think. But the hand of God, the mercy of God delivered me. In less than 2 years, he was able to build a duplex, build a bungalow, a boys' quarter. But in less than no time, the hell struck. Sudden deaths took charge of the family. Even that, my friend, as I'm talking, I was also told that it's late right now. So each time you're trying to engage yourself on something that will hasten maybe what we call future or destiny towards you, be very careful, because you're equally hastening your own life. Have you spent time to ask yourself of the consequences of your actions? Most of the time in the internet, I see terrible things, terrible images of our young people engaging in killing fellow men for the sake of money. Have you spent time to ask yourself, what will be the benefits of your suffering? You want to tell me that all the money you made, you just want to enjoy them while alive. What happens to your parents? Most young people even use their parents for money ritual. Have you spent time to ask yourself, must you be alive to enjoy everything you labored for? Life is not all about that. Life is all about living for other people. Life is all about living a good memorial. Life is all about living tangible events that will always remind of you when you are no more here on this planet Earth. Now, don't forget that as you're watching me, if you're destined to be great, you must be great. If you're not destined to be great, there's nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing. So the best line of option is for you to choose. Endeavor to discover who you are. Do that which is needed at each moment. And once this is achieved, success is your next name. I thank you. I remain your brother, Rabbi Chinemi.